This time, we're focusing on an event that was the largest incident of Prohibition-related violence in Lake County. Prohibition began on January 17, 1920, when the 18th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution was ratified, which banned the manufacture, transportation, and sale of alcoholic beverages. Prohibition would continue until the 21st Amendment was ratified in 1933. In the early 1890s, Lake County became known for recreation, with its beautiful natural spaces, and many Chicagoans came here to camp and stay at resorts around the lakes. Combined with its location between two major cities, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and Chicago, Illinois, Lake County became a prime spot for illegal activities during Prohibition. The Mineola Hotel in Fox Lake had connections to infamous Chicago mobs and many illegal Prohibition-era activities. The hotel was built in 1884 by members of the Chicago Board of Trade. By the 1910s, Fox Lake had a reputation for drinking and gambling establishments, which likely was a result of efforts to clean up the city of Chicago, forcing the activity elsewhere. The newspapers dubbed the Mineola the most vicious resort. It was also reported as a hideaway for one of Chicago's most notorious figures, Al Capone. He also owned a summer home on Bluff Lake near Antioch. One of Capone's rivals, Bugs Moran, reputedly controlled the booze and gambling rackets in certain places in Lake County, particularly Lake Forest, Lake Bluff, and Antioch, where he also had a summer home on Bluff Lake. Tensions increased over the control of distribution and sales of alcohol in the Chicagoland area, and resulted in one of Lake County's most infamous crimes, the Fox Lake Massacre. In the early morning hours of June 1, 1930, members of the Drugan Lake Gang were gunned down at Manning's Hotel in Fox Lake by men with Tommy guns who opened fire through the window. Andy Austin, a staff artist for WLS-TV, did these watercolor sketches in the Dunn Museum's collection. The paintings illustrated the 1977 week-long TV news series on famous crimes in the Chicago area. The Dunn Museum has 4 of these watercolors depicting scenes from the Fox Lake Massacre. Of the 5 victims, 3 did not survive: Michael Quirk, Sam Peller, and Joseph Birch. George Drugan and Vivian McGinnis were wounded and driven to Chicago 2.5 hours away for medical attention. George Drugan was the brother to the head of the Drugan Lake Gang, Terry Drugan. Vivian McGinnis was George Drugan's girlfriend and also the wife of Chicago attorney Arthur J. McGinnis. George and Vivian were later married. They never spoke publicly of the Fox Lake incident, nor did they give the police any information. Local authorities did not seem interested in solving the case, and within days announced they believed the killers were professionals from New York and were long gone. Perhaps the violent incident was over beer wars in the area, as Manning's Resort, owned by James Manning, a Fox Lake alderman, had recently switched from beer suppliers from Bugs Moran to the Drugan Lake Gang, controlled by Capone. Others suspect that the Fox Lake Massacre was in retaliation for the St. Valentine's Day Massacre on February 14, 1929, when 7 of Moran's gang were killed. The case remains officially unsolved to this day. Keep an eye out for our next video in this series to learn more of the infamous true crimes of Lake County. Subscribe to our channel below to stay informed of more videos in this series and more from the Dunn Museum.